Let me break it down for you. October 12th, it's 37 degrees outside. It's the private land antlerless doe hunt. And that's why I'm wearing orange here, but we're bow hunting, so other guy that hunts out here with me just seen a good buck when he was driving out through there to where we park at, so let's get on the stand and see what happens. We're here in Zone 4. It's October 12th, opening day of the antlerless gun hunt. And we got a dog barking back here, but these deer are totally used to it. I mean, them dogs bark. They the other day in the last episode, I didn't video it because I had the camera on some deer, but the dogs actually ran across the pasture right here on the other side of it and ran off in the woods over here on the far north side of this pasture, which is back this way. It is that way. And they ran across there, and I was videoing these deer that were standing right here in the last episode. But it's cold. I mean, it is unbelievably cold. It never gets this cold this early. It is October the 12th, and it's 37 degrees. On the opening day, I haven't seen it get this cold in a long time. I mean, never been able to do that here. I can't remember being able to being this cold this early. So let me just tell you my game plan here so my video's not too long. So we're gonna hunt here this morning. I worked at 10:30, 11 o'clock last night, so I didn't want to drive all the way down south last night. Be even more wore out. I'm pretty wore out right now, but we're gonna head down south today after we get done with this hunt this morning. Been a lot of big deer on camera. I mean, just more and more show up. Their patterns don't really make any sense, but every time it gets colder, there's new deer show up. We haven't been getting just a ton of pictures, but the pictures we've been getting are all of them are good bucks. I mean, there's 3 or 4 shooters down there that are, good, really good Arkansas deer. Probably about 130 inches at minimum. And then we got one, I don't know, a camera will make a deer look bigger. It'll make a deer look way bigger, but they're really good looking deer. I mean, definite shooters. And I say definite shooters because I know that if I don't take the opportunity and shoot the deer, someone else will. I mean, if they get seen when gun season comes in, gun season's a month long down there, and I know they'll get shot. Same with up here. There's only 7 days of gun season, and I've said that before, but there's only 7 days of gun season. But there's only 7 days of gun season, and everybody bow hunts around here, so you know how frustrating bow hunting it gets. So a lot of people shoot small deer with a bow around here, and I don't get it because there are some really good deer up in this part where I'm hunting right now. But there's really good deer down south because there's thousands of acres of bottom grounds that nobody can get back to hunt, and that's where a lot of the big deer come from. And we're really blessed down there. We got some ground that butts up to a guy's ground that he's a big duck hunter. He doesn't deer hunt, but he's got a lot of woods that hold a lot of deer and a lot I'm gonna cut the chit chat. I'm gonna cut it short here. Keep watching. It's gonna get. I mean, if it ain't this weekend, which I'm not guaranteeing anything, 'cause it's hunting, man. It's hunting, but we ought to see some deer. We ought to see a bunch of deer. So I'm excited. We ought to see some deer. It's just getting colder, and it's cold this early. They're gonna have to move. There is a lot of acorns in the woods. There's a lot of acorns in the woods. We had a really wet summer, and I mean really wet summer, so there's gonna be acorns in the woods. But if we gotta go to the woods to shoot one, then we'll do whatever it takes. But I'll get us on a deer eventually. So keep watching. Let's see what happens this morning. Alright, so let me explain here. We're in a tree now. We're not in a tripod. What I did was I just got down real quick because them dogs were just hanging out right around me. No way them deer were gonna, come out with them dogs out there. It'd be different if the deer were out and then the dogs came out. The deer would just kind of go off to the side and ignore the dogs. But they're not best friends. Somebody just killed a doe. Did you hear that? Well, so what I'm doing here is I moved over to this stand real quick. There's a draw that I came down right here, and it's kind of a dip. It goes right beside that pond that y'all saw in the video there. I think I might have filmed it right there, but kind of a draw. It's kind of a bottom. I walked right down that bottom, right to this stand right here, and there I pulled the card on the camera because the camera it's right here beside the deer stand, about 15 foot from the ladder. But yeah, I went and pulled the card real quick, checked the camera. There hadn't been nothing coming here in the morning, nothing. But in the afternoon, this stand has been, God, that feeder just scared the bejesus out of me. It's 7:30. It's almost 8 o'clock actually. It was 7:59 when I turned the video on here. But it just scared the bejesus out of me. But yeah, so I moved over here. This stand has been loading up in the afternoon. We finally got a new buck on camera here. Decent. I wouldn't shoot him, but one of these other guys that hunt out here with me might. I don't know, but he's a decent little 8 point, but it's a lot better than what we're seeing. I mean, when I was younger, I've killed a lot of deer that size, or a few deer that size, but he's just not worth me shooting. But good body to him, symmetrical 8-point, not very wide, kind of tall. You know, just a basic 8-point. I don't know if I'll throw a picture up of him or not, but yeah, so we're just going to sit out here and see what happens. Now that the second feeder has gone off, we got 2 feeders right here. One of them's a little 10-gallon one, and the other one's like a 45-gallon one, but we're just going to sit here and see what happens. I mean, you can't hurt. The dogs have run everywhere. They've run all over everywhere except for here. And maybe we'll see a deer. I don't know, but we'll just keep hunting and see. Alright, so this is probably going to be a 2-part episode, but we got the Can-Am behind us here. We're already here. We're down south, but we're going to a really good farm that we got. It's been loading up with deer every night. If it goes according to plan, this should be the best episode yet. So, if you've watched this far into it, you need to keep watching, because we've got several, not just 1 or 2, several shooter bucks on this in particular farm. And it if it goes the way that the camera has been showing for the last few afternoons, if the deer move like they have been, it should be absolutely wild. So, I mean, that's all I advise. Stay tuned, keep watching. This might be a 2-part episode, depends on how much time I've already used from this morning. But we're already down south here. We went from Zone 4, Northeast Arkansas, to Central Arkansas here in Zone 9. There's some really big deer down here. I mean, really big ones. And we've been getting some really big ones on camera. I showed you in the last video. In episode 6, I showed some videos of one big deer that we had on camera the night before last. And I've got a SpyPoint camera down here that sends pictures to your phone and everything. But I don't think that it's working correctly, because I know good and well that there's deer going there. The signal's not that great either from there to there. But the other night when I got pictures from it said like 200 pictures. My SpyPoint camera had taken 200 pictures and it sent it to me, but they weren't all from like the same 4 hours that I had them set apart. They were all it was weird. It was all pictures from like the last 3 days, and I don't have it set up that way. But I don't have a great signal in this spot. It's in the bottoms down here, the bottom ground. We got a big food plot here. Been a ton of deer coming to it. It's October warm right now, and I say October warm. It's not humid like it gets here in our state, but it's warm. I can shed my coat off and I can wear these long sleeves right here outside. The truck says it's 52 degrees right now. It's October 12th still. I've already said that earlier in the video. But man, if you have watched this far, keep watching. I'm not saying that I'm going to kill a deer this afternoon, but my chances, my opportunity is, it's increased. I didn't think I was going to get down here in time to drive to this farm, but I traded trucks here. I'm in my granddaddy's truck, and I got her four-wheeler, farm four-wheeler. I was going to take the Ranger, but didn't feel like loading it up. It's kind of, you got to get it on this trailer right here just perfect. And I didn't feel like going around the back of the shop and getting the bigger four-wheeler, or the bigger trailer. So this trailer was sitting right by our shop, so I just grabbed it, threw the Can-Am on the trailer, and now we're heading even more south to our farm that's furthest south, actually. So we're gonna run down here, get on the stand. Might be a 2-part video, so if this is the end of part 1, episode 7, be looking for part 2, because it's gonna be real. I mean, unreal numbers of deer, big ones. We should see some bucks, some good bucks. It's better than watching the same 4 doe that I've been filming. But yeah, keep watching. Them dogs this morning, that sucked, didn't it? But what happens? But I'm not gonna shoot somebody's pet. It'd be different if they were, you know, coyotes or something like that. But I'm not gonna shoot anybody's pet. But anyway, like I said, I'm done chit-chatting. I've spent 5 minutes here talking about it. Keep watching. Look out for part 2 of episode 7 right here. Yeah, it's 7. So keep watching. It's gonna be fantastic.